today's discussion about an important method of numerical analysis which is known as bisection method or method of bisection, right? And this method is also known as half interval method or Bolzano method. Okay, and in this method we are trying to find out the approximate value of the exact root of an equation, right? And let first alpha be the exact real root of the equation fx equal to 0, and fx equal to 0 in general a transcendental equation. Okay, why transcendental equation? We use numerical method, any numerical method, to solve the approximate value of an equation when we not able to find the root of this equation by traditional method. Okay, so if this equation is algebraic, then we can find the root of this equation by any traditional method we are already known. So numerical method are usually used for the transcendental equation. What is transcendental equation? Any equation which consists trigonometric function, hyperbolic function, exponential function, okay, logarithmic function, etc. are said to be transcendental equation. And the bisection method, this is an iterative method and this is based on the change of sign principle of the function. Okay, change of sign principle of the function. What is the change of sign principle? That is, if f of a greater than 0, f of b less than 0, okay, and then we say that in between a and b there be a real root of the equation fx equal to 0. This is the change of sign principle. Now to use the bisection method, we have to first find a sufficiently small interval a0 b0, right? Sufficiently small interval a0 b0 containing the real root or containing the exact real root alpha of fx equal to 0, and it can be done by any one of the method which is known as tabulation method or graphical method. Okay, these two are also two numerical method. This is very simple method. These are tabulation or graphical method. Okay, and now since in a0 b0 the exact root alpha lies of fx equal to 0, so we must have f of a0 and f of b0 are opposite in sign. Okay, that is, we write here f of a0 into f of b0 less than 0. Okay, and another point is very important for this method. We must confirm that f dash x, that is the derivative of x, is either greater than 0 or less than 0 in this interval. Why this is required? Because since the function we take a0 b0, if f dash x is greater than 0, then the function fx must be increasing, and if this is less than 0, then the function is decreasing. And for this condition we say that fx is strictly monotonic, either increasing or decreasing. And in this case, in a0 b0 the equation fx equal to 0 contains only one real root. Okay, and it must be alpha. We already says that, right? Now after satisfying this condition and after taking the small interval a0 b0, we are trying to proceed to make or generate the sequence of iteration of this method. Okay, that is the sequence of iteration. We take here xn as the sequence of iteration. And before going to make the sequence of iteration of bisection method, we first draw the graphical representation of this method. We are trying to generate the sequence of iteration xn for bisection method together with the geometrical representation of this method. Okay, here we geometrically draw a curve. This curve a to b, this is the curve fx or y equal to fx, and we let here f dash x less than 0, that is the curve is monotonic decreasing, or we say strictly monotonic decreasing in the interval of a0 b0. Okay, and here only one root or exact root of the equation fx equal to 0 lies, let it be at the point P. Okay, and here we take at the point a0, that is the left end point, f of a0, clearly f of a0 this is greater than 0, and clearly f of b0 this is less than 0. Okay, now we first find the value x1, which is given by bisecting the interval a0 b0. For this reason the method is known as method of bisection, and x1 is given by a0 plus b0 by 2. Okay, now we point out the x1 in the x-axis. If we let that this is x1, this is x equal to x1, and this means a0 plus b0 by 2, and clearly in this case f of x1 this is given by this height, and this is greater than 0. Okay, and f of a0 we already know this is greater than 0, and f of b0 this is less than 0, and the real root alpha x equal to alpha clearly lies between x1 and b0. Okay, and the interval x1 comma b0, we rename this interval as a1 b1. We write x1 this is equal to a1 and b1 this is equal to b0 in this case. Okay, and if this point x equal to x1 lies at this position, that is x equal to x1 here, and clearly in this case we get f of a0 is greater than 0, f of b0 is also less than 0, and f of x1 is also less than 0. Okay, and in this case it is clear that the real root lies between a0 and x1, a0 and x1, and in this case we take this is a0 and this is x1 is known as or renamed as a1 b1. That is, in this case we get a0 this is equal to a1 and x1 this is equal to b1. Okay, and so we get the iteration x1 this is equal to a0 plus b0 by 2. Either we get two cases. In the first case we get x1 this is equal to a1 and b1 this is equal to b0, or in this case we get a0 this is equal to a1 and x1 this is equal to b1. Okay, so we get a new interval of approximation, this is a1 b1. Now for this new interval of approximation we are find to length of this interval, which is given by b1 minus a1, and if we take this point as b1 and a1, In this case, we get B1 means B0 and A1 means X1, and this is B0 minus X1 means this is A0 plus B0 by 2, and clearly this is B0 minus A0 by 2. And similarly, if we find the length in this case B1 minus A1, this is given by B1 means X1 minus A1 means A0, and in this case this is A0 plus B0 by 2 minus A0, that is B0 minus A0 by 2. Okay, and so it is clear that in both the cases the length of the interval B1 minus A1 is given by half into B0 minus A0, that is half the length of the previous interval. Okay, now we are find the second approximation, and this is given by x2, this is A1 plus B1 by 2. Okay, by the same argument we get a new interval of approximation, this is given by A2 B2. Okay, and clearly the length of this interval is given by B2 minus A2, this is equal to half into B1 minus A1 as above, and we put here the value of B1 minus A1, this is given by 1 by 2 square into B0 minus A0. Okay, and continuing this process we get the general interval AN BN containing the exact root alpha of fx equal to 0 if when f of an into f of bn less than 0, then this interval must contain the exact root alpha of fx equal to 0. Now to find out the general formula of iteration of bisection method, okay, we find the next approximation. What is the next approximation? Next approximation is xn plus 1, this is given by an plus bn by 2, right? Now we take the interval an plus 1 bn plus 1 as the next interval of iteration. How to take an plus 1 bn plus 1? Here we get 3 points. The first point is an, the last point is bn, and the middle point is xn plus 1. Okay, and we take an, this is equal to an plus 1, and xn plus 1, this is equal to bn plus 1 if f of an into f of xn plus 1 less than 0, right? This is the first case if we take this interval as an comma xn plus 1, and in the second case we take xn plus 1, this is equal to an plus 1, and bn, this is equal to bn plus 1 if f of xn plus 1 into f of bn, this is less than 0. So this interval taken if this condition hold, and this interval is taken if this condition hold, because in this case the exact root alpha lies between this interval, and in this case the exact root alpha lies between this interval. Okay, so we get the general formula of iteration of bisection method by the formula xn plus 1, this is equal to an plus bn by 2. Okay, now here we see that xn, that is the previous iteration, is either an or bn. Okay, now xn plus 1 minus xn we find, and the value of this modulus value of this is given by mod of an plus bn by 2 minus an or bn. Okay, we put any one of them, an or bn, and we get the same result as half into mod of an minus bn, or we can write is half into mod of bn minus an. If we put the value of bn minus n in terms of the previous interval, we get the value as 1 by 2 to the power 2 into mod of bn minus 1 minus an minus 1. And proceeding in this way, we get the result as half to the power n plus 1 into mod of b0 minus a0. Okay. Now we get the n plus 1th approximation as this. Okay. And alpha be the exact root of this equation. Now we have to find the distance between exact root and the approximate root, which is given by the error of this approximation, right? And it is denoted by epsilon n plus 1, and this is given by mod of alpha minus xn plus 1. And we can write alpha minus xn plus 1, this is always less equal to mod of bn plus 1 minus an plus 1, right? And obviously this is less than 1 by 2 to the power n plus 1 into mod of b0 minus a0. That is, we say that this is the general iteration formula of bisection method, and the error of this formula, that is at the n plus 1th approximation, the error is at most half to the power n plus 1 into the length of the initial interval of approximation. Okay, this is the total concept of bisection method. Okay, and you must watch the next video of the bisection method to know how to converge this method always. Right? Thank you.